Hey guys, this is Brianne with twinflameunionwithin.com. I wanted to make a video today to share with you how to deepen your communication with God. And I'll kind of share with you my experience. So I've been working on my relationship with God for probably really my entire life, but my perception of God was very misconstrued. I live in the state of Arkansas, and so the way that I grew up was Southern Baptist. And I'm not knocking them; I'm just sharing my experience. But in the Southern Baptist Church, you know, I learned that God was a man in the sky, and if we sin and we would want to repent, and I'm probably not going to use the right lingo or whatever you call it, but I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, but basically, like, God was a man in the sky, very it felt disconnected, right? It was just a man that watched us and judged us, and if you did wrong, or you're going to go to hell for that. And if you're familiar with Southern Baptists, you know exactly what I'm speaking to. So as I went through my life and I awakened to the twin flame journey, that's really when my perception of God started to shift and change. And most of us have experienced signs and synchronicities on our twin flame journey. A lot of the time for me, it was a lot of numbers, like triple digits, or I'd see my twin flames initials on license plates, like that, cars would cut in front of me, things like that. And I always knew that there was I knew that the universe was communicating to me, but it just a lot of, especially when I first woke up to the twin flame journey and I didn't even know I was on the twin flame journey. I just started having all these weird things happening and I didn't know what it was. And I knew that I had a deep connection with this person, but I thought it's just a soulmate. And so for quite a long time, I was just in a state of, not I knew all these things were happening, but I didn't know exactly what it was. So when I found out that I had a twin flame, and what the truth of this connection, I found Jeff and Shalia with Twin Flames Universe, and I signed up. And if you watch my previous videos, you know that I'm a student of theirs. I've been a student of theirs since 2017 in the live classes. And what I've learned through my process is that the twin flame journey is an ascension path to God, an ascension path to your perfect union with God. And so, but in that, you manifest union with your twin flame. So God is the foundation. And I know it meant that, me saying that, if this is the first time you watch my video, any of my videos, I know that, that may trigger people, but that's the truth. And if you're open to receiving, then this will feel really good to you. If not, you don't have to watch this video. But yeah, the foundation of your union is rooted in unconditional love, and that is God. And what I've learned God to be is, it isn't some man in the sky. God is within you. God is all around you. God is in everything. We live inside of the body of Christ. God is everything. We live in God's being. And so there's no separation from God. God is your creator. God is what sustains you. God is what gives you breath, life. God is what moves through your veins. And you're one with God. You're an extension of God, and God expresses uniquely through you. And it's the same way, for all of God's children. And in that, we come together and we harmonize. So it's been very important for me, as I've deepened my connection with God and, my oneness and clearing out the illusion of separation, right? That God's not up in the sky, way away from me. God is right here with me, and with you too. Yeah, it's been very important for me to deepen my communication. And one of the ways that we do that is, yes, through signs and synchronicities. That was like one of the very first times, or that I realized that a higher power or something was communicating with me, right? And as I went deeper into that, I realized it was God. And you can call it God, source, whichever you prefer is fine. It's all the same thing. It's all love. Um, so yeah, trying to stay on track here. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm looking at, like I've got all of these things laid out in front of me to help you like deepen your communication with God. Like these are things that I do. So the very first thing that I do is I feel my feelings. Your feelings are a direct line of communication with God. And if you're not feeling your feelings, you can make a choice in your heart. I choose to feel my feelings. And whatever feeling comes up in your heart first, well, that is a feeling that God is presenting to you to feel. And if that is sadness, you want to feel through that and know that you know, you're clearing something, right? And in choosing to feel through that sadness, you can choose peace in that place. God is peace, God is love, God is happiness, God is joy. So if you're feeling a feeling that is not that, you want to allow it to come up and choose peace in the place, or choose love, or give yourself whatever you need um, to feel better. So that's like the most intimate way that you communicate with God. There's also channeling, right? We're all divine channels. Like, because we're one with God, we all have that ability. Now, in saying that, your channel gets clear as you clear blocks in your heart, as you clear your consciousness. That channel gets stronger, and it opens up even more. And when you're first starting out, it's very easy to the channel will not be as clear, right? Because there's clutter. But as you like Jeff and Shelley teach a mirror exercise, and that's what I've been using to heal my consciousness since I've joined the school. And in doing that, you get more clear, right, in communication with God. But so yeah, oftentimes my reason for sharing that is God talks to me, communicates to me through feelings. But in that, there are times where I can ask God something and I'll have a thought pop into my consciousness. Or, yeah, it's just the feeling. And with the feeling, you have words, or there's an emotion there, right, that you connect to. So that's like the most intimate way to connect and talk to God within your heart, right? And that's why it's very important to be in constant communication with your feelings, or feeling your feelings, is so that you have that direct line of communication, and that in your heart is guiding you. And it's very crucial in your twin flame journey, because your heart's leading you into your union. So another way that, if you're not trusting your feelings yet, another way that you can talk to God is through oracle cards. And these are just I have more decks, but these are some of my favorites right here. I've got like A Course in Miracles, and this is my favorite, Doreen Virtue, Angels of Abundance, and then Doreen Virtue, Archangel Oracle cards. But yeah, you can get these on Amazon. You can get them at bookstores. like basically like all kinds of places. And I'll actually pull a card for you guys too. And know that anytime that you watch this video, because everything is energy, like you could watch this video a year from now, 5, 10 years from now. And whatever I share with you and like whatever card I pull, it's going to have a message for you in that moment, right? Because time is an illusion. So whenever you see this, listen with your heart and know that love is communicating a message to you, and just be open to receiving that message. And it may not even be the message that I derive from the card, but the card itself may speak something different to you, and that's completely fine, right? Like, you're going to receive whatever message is there for you. What is it? Whatever is intended for you. So I'll pull a card, but I also want to, and this is a really fun way to talk to God as well, and I'm going to share this too. So this is like my favorite book. Sorry, it's got a glare on it. But Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shalia. And it's backwards on my camera. I hope it's not backwards for you guys. But so yeah, this is Jeff and Shalia's book. And if you don't have this book and you're on the Twin Flame journey, like, you need to get this book. This teaches you the mirror exercise. And the mirror exercise is an essential, it's the only tool you need to heal and manifest harmonious union with your twin flame. So once again, if you don't have this, I'll repeat it again, but it's Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shalia. And you can find it on Amazon. They have, the hard copy, or you can download it. Like if you have a smartphone or any Kindle device, you can download it to your phone and you can read it from there, whatever version works for you. So yeah, and I also have Power versus Force. This is another one of my favorite books by David R. Hawkins. This talks about like different levels of consciousness. And I want to say it goes all the way from like 20 to 500-600 and higher. If you're interested in learning about like consciousness levels, like goes all the way from shame to enlightenment. This is a really cool book to look at too. So yeah, back to the point. I'm sharing all of this with you because these are some of my ways that I talk to God, I communicate with God. So I'm going to shuffle a card. This is for, if you're watching this, then it's a message for you, okay? So I'm going to shuffle a card or pull a card from the Angels of Abundance during Virtue Deck for you guys. And then I'll also do A Course in Miracles. So I'll either just like let a card fly out, or I'll shuffle and pull like the very first card off the top. This is the first time that I've done this on a video, so bear with me. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time and then we'll just go with whatever card's on the top. All right. Okay, so let go of guilt. I'm gonna show you the card real quick. Yeah, I need to get a better light. There we go. Let go of guilt. And it says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So to me, this is specifically speaking to me, and I'm going to share with you the message that I'm getting from it. So I've been moving through a lot of blocks to sharing myself. The first sentence, it says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. I like how there's a light up here too, if you see that light shining. But so yeah, I've been moving through blocks to sharing myself, right? Sharing my light, the God within me, because I have been working through blocks of feeling like what I have to share is not valuable and it's not worthy and there's really nothing to give. And I know that's a lie and that's something that I'm healing. So this card for me is really speaking to, yeah, just letting go of guilt and forgiving myself um, for having those kinds of thoughts that I'm not worthy and I'm not valuable and I don't have anything to share that's going to help another, because I know that's not true. Um, yeah, so it's just it's a message for everyone. Like if you're watching this video, know that it's safe to share your light. Uh, you have a gift to share with the world. You may not deem it as worthy or valuable, but it is. Um, because God created you with a purpose and you're meant to share and extend your purpose to others. And not everyone will resonate with you. Like, if you're watching this video, you may not resonate with me, you may not resonate with this message, and that's okay. But I am a cup of tea. I'm not probably not going to say that right, but I am someone's cup of tea, right? Like there is going to be my tribe that does completely resonate with what I'm sharing and saying, and yeah, those people will be attracted to what I have to share and the light within me. Um, and the same goes for you. Like you have a special um, yeah, you have something special about you that's meant to share with the world, and know that you're protected and safe in sharing that. I like how the light just got brighter. So I'm going to pull a Course in Miracles card for all of us. And I'll also pull like a message from the book as well. One more time. All right. Okay, God's trolling here. Okay. God's not really trolling, but okay. Miracles are seen in the light. See that? Yeah. That goes with what I was just sharing from this card. It's all about like sharing your light with others. And the back of this card says, "Only you can deprive yourself of anything. Do not oppose this realization, for it is truly the beginning of the dawn of light." Yeah, so yeah, just for me, this just yeah, when you shine your light, you are a miracle, right? You God created you in the image of Him, right? You're God's son, God's daughter, and the light within you, like that's God's light shining through you. You're a walking miracle, and miracles can only be seen in the light. They can't be seen in the dark. So if you're hiding and you're not sharing yourself, you're depriving yourself and others of the miracle of you. And so I'm looking over in the other card. I gotta share this with you guys. This is fun. Okay, so the second card, I just glanced over and it was looking at me. It says, "The light has come." That's the second A Course in Miracles card. And I'll read the back of that to you. Okay. Today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. It is a new era in which a new world is born. The old one has left no trace upon it in its passing. Today we see a different world because the light has come. Yeah, so that's really beautiful. It's just if you're watching this video, like just share yourself. Like it's a message for me and it's a message for you. Like just shine your light. Like whatever that looks like, just shine it. Like don't judge it. Just be yourself. Um Yeah, and everyone's meant. I got to read this again because it's good. I don't know. I just all of this is like it's all about shining your light, like all of this. So if anything that I've said doesn't resonate, like take whatever it's speaking to your heart and whatever you get from these cards, um, just choose to honor, what you feel, and choose to take the message that is being shared with you here. And it's all about light. Um, all of this is just about, yeah, just shining your light. Yeah. All of it, even the back of the card, it's a light. All of it. Okay, so let's go. All right, so let's pull a message from, oh, and there was another thing too. This is another thing, another way to talk to God. This is a pendulum. And you can also find these on Amazon, and I think like the mall that we have here, it has like a Romance in Stone or Earthbound company. It's like spiritual crystal, like you can find these anywhere really. But I got this one off of Amazon, and you can calibrate it like a yes and a no. And you can ask this any kinds of questions. I don't often use this, I rarely use it, but it is an option. Like I know people that use it very often. And so, yeah, a pendulum, like you can buy one of these. And a really good video to watch to learn how to use this is my teacher, Jeff and Shalia. But Jeff has and I can link it below for you guys. But Jeff has a really good video of when he was sharing how to use a pendulum. And he actually used it to, um, while he was moving through childhood upsets to see the percentage of the blocks that he had cleared from his childhood. He used the pendulum to derive the percentage. That way he knew how close he was to healing the childhood upsets 100%. So yeah, I can link that video below because he's going to explain it better than I can. But this is an option. I wanted to share that with you guys too. So from the book, I'm just going to ask God, like, what is the message for the collective, for me and you guys too? And I'm just going to flip to a page, and wherever my finger lands, we're going to read it and take what you whatever it speaks to you. Yeah. So we'll just do that real quick. All right. So you will want to get the hang of this before you meet your twin flame, because upsets will come quickly and powerfully when you're with your twin. The reason twin flame energy is more powerful is because twin flame energy is highly amplified compared to the energy between soulmates or romantic relationships. This is due to them being your most perfect and clear mirror of your thoughts, feelings, and choices. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time, all right? You will want to get the hang of this before you meet your twin flame, because upsets will come quickly and powerfully when you're with your twin. The reason twin flame energy is more powerful is because twin flame energy is highly amplified compared to the energy between soulmates or romantic relationships. This is due to them being your most perfect and clear mirror of your thoughts, feelings, and choices. So I feel like what this is communicating, what God is sharing from this in the book, is specifically to the sentence of you will want to get a hang of this before you meet your twin flame, because the upsets will come quickly and powerfully. I feel like, yeah, you want to get a hang of really being in tune with your feelings and talking to God, being in communication with yourself and your being. because your twin flame, because it's such a powerful connection, your twin flame is going to mirror everything to you, everything that is out of alignment with love. And that's what they call triggers and upsets, right? So it's very important, yeah, that you, um, yeah, that you get very comfortable in feeling your feelings and being in that communication, that state of communication with yourself, with source, with God, with love. That way that you can fine tune and understand what your twin flame is showing you, because your energy, you know, when you're together with them physically, it's amplified, right? So if you're feeling joy, your twin flame is going to amplify that joy. If you're feeling an upset, your twin flame is going to amplify that upset. And so you really want to feel your feelings so that you can move through it and continue to manifest that harmony in your union. And yeah, trying to think if there's anything else here. I kind of feel guided. I got one more book here that I can pull a message from. So power versus force. So I'll pull a message from this one too. I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are too, if you're still watching. So if you're still watching, you must be. All right, so I'm gonna, like I just did that book, I'm gonna flip to a page, and wherever my finger lands, that's the message that God is communicating to us, right? And we'll pick it apart together. All right. Okay, it says, consciousness is the vital energy that both gives life to the body and survives beyond the body in a different realm of existence. Let me read that again, because I gotta let that sink in. Consciousness is the vital energy that both gives life to the body and survives beyond the body in a different realm of existence. Okay, yeah, so this is perfect. Yeah, this is just speaking to how you're an eternal being, right? Like we are a consciousness. So even after the body ceases to exist, your consciousness lives on. You're an eternal being. Like there's no separation from God. Your consciousness is one with God. Death is an illusion. Um, it's not real, right? Because death like really speaks to like death means like the end of existence, right? But we don't end. Like our body, you know, may will get old and fade away, right? And but that doesn't take away your light. Your light always shines, even if you are passing through, you know, you're in between bodies and you reincarnate. um your consciousness stays the same. And that's another thing too, is that's why it's really important to heal where you're at right now. Like you might as well start right now, because you're a consciousness. And so you can't think that, well, I'm not going to be with my twin flame in this lifetime. Maybe it'll be next lifetime. Well, then in that lifetime will come, and then you'll be like, well, then it'll be next lifetime. You want to start healing now, because you're only going to continue to carry that thought pattern with you. Your whatever's in your vibration is up for you to heal. Yeah, and I kind of feel like this video is going way off, could go way off into another direction. That would be for another video. But in a nutshell, yeah, just you can use all of these ways to communicate with God. You can use books. You can use any book, by the way. Like it doesn't just have to be a spiritual or consciousness book. I've got tons of other books, like random books, magazine, Yeah, I've even got A Course in Miracles on my phone, downloaded to my phone. You can use A Course in Miracles. You can you can use everything. Like, God communicates to you in all ways. Like, there's been times when I watched a TV show or a movie or heard a song on the radio. So yeah, just remember that the foundation of your union with your twin flame is rooted in God. And it's very important that you deepen your relationship with God, first and foremost through feeling your feelings and clearing any upsets or blocks that arise with the mirror exercise as taught in this book. Yeah, and it can be fun. Just make your relationship with God fun and communicating with God. um, God's not some lame, boring dude. He's very fun, and he, like, as you can see, likes to troll. Um, yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you received love and a message specific to you. And yeah, I'll be back for more. So I love you guys, and thank you for watching.